Warning. The Michael Decon program is a variety entertainment show whose host and co-host have a sense of humor and are not weighed down by the pressures of political correctness, proper pronouns, or views enforced by the left or right parties. The views on the Michael Decon program are not meant to reflect or incite hatred or conflict. If you're easily offended and lack a sense of humor which allows you to laugh at yourself, we strongly urge you not to listen to this broadcast.
And welcome back, boys and girls, for another special edition of the Michael Decon program. Good evening. Hello once again. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out with us tonight. Oh yes, it's going to be a wild ride. As it always is, we look forward to entertain you as we prepare ourselves for another year and the final round of Celebrity Death Pool 2023. Mike Hideous has drawn assignment this evening. And of course, you too can also get involved. And we wanted to invite you all out here and give us a call here. Phone in. Let your voice be heard by all. Let us know who you think will drop in 2023. Remember, if you get at least 3 right, we will pay you $1 million. I'm kidding. We're not going to actually pay you $1 million, but we'll pretend that we are. Don't be afraid to give us a call. That number is 424-666-2425. We look forward to hearing from you. First-time listeners, don't be shy and join in on the action. Now let's bring in Mike, who is patiently waiting right now. Mike, how are you? Or are you still muted? Yes, you are muted. Sorry about that, Mike. I had you muted.
I thought so. Hello, Mr. Decon. How are you?
I'm good. I'm ready to rape a man. I'm in the mood to rape a man.
Okay.
I'm in the mood for some man rape right now.
All right.
That's how you know I mean business.
Yeah, I'd hate to be near you right now.
Yes, you would hate to be raped by me right now. This is true.
That too.
Right. You're a wise man. So I hope you're doing good, Mike. I'm glad you're here.
Everything sucks, but yeah, I'm fine.
Really?
Oh, the whole fucking world sucks right now.
Oh, come
Michael.
on.
Everything is. Yeah, it is. Come on.
It's not so bad.
I'm dark and jaded and angry and disgusted by humanity and I'm what is it? Red pill? Blue
Sounds
pill?
like you're ready to rape a man too.
Good thing you're not here.
I know. That's right. I'm actually excited yet again. It's Celebrity Death Pool. You know how I do it, Mike. I am fired up.
Indeed, you are.
I am. I'm excited. I even told you I was nervous.
I know. I'm kind of bugged out by that. I mean,
why?
What's up with that?
Oh, well, I get excited. I know that this is one of our most celebrated sort of segments we do here.
Right.
People, they love this one.
And here we are doing a second.
Yeah, we have to. We really have to. And by the way, Mike, on a side note, I've tried to make amends with people that I have had legitimate beefs with, and I've actually reached out to program directors, broadcasters, people like John B. Wells and Tom Denheiser, people of this nature. And, it's been silence from these folks, and of course I didn't expect a response. I just don't like to hold any grudges. It's been a number of years, I've purposely pissed off a lot of people out there. Yeah, so I've been trying to reach out to lots of folks out there, but I haven't heard anything back from them, so I suppose they're the ones who are now holding a grudge against me.
Is this some sort of a New Year's resolution that you made?
Nah, not at all. I just thought, I have so many enemies out there, Mike. It's kind of time to sort of, let a few of those battles go. That's all.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah, but no one's reached out.
You can only do what you can do, and that's it, man.
Yeah, I just wanted to clear the air, but the damage has been done, I suppose.
Be that as it may, you have to carry on and make your own decisions accordingly.
It's all good, though. I just wanted to make things right with people that I've had issues with, but evidently they probably still have issues with me, Mike, and that's okay. I mean, I'm a bit of a heat seeker, as you can tell.
Absolutely. Maybe I've tried to do certain things like that as well.
Yes.
Believe it or not, there was a point in time, I even was willing to make up with my nemesis, Paul Bazile.
Really?
The guy who Yeah, I was willing. I really was. I was really willing to put it
No
aside and
way.
everything, but he hates me, so what am I gonna do?
Yeah, maybe I'll email them and tell them I'm back to being mortal enemies with them again.
Maybe that'll strike it up,
If that's what they
get it
want.
going again.
Maybe I just have to talk shit about them again. That gets their attention real quick.
Yeah, it usually does.
Yeah, you say some positive things about these people. They never hear about it. But once you say something bad, they'll hear about it. That's for sure. That's right. That is right. So, Mike, we have some business to attend to right here.
Yeah, tonight's the night, man.
Tonight's the night. We had such an amazing response to the last one, and this segment, like I said, is always the most popular segment by far. No guest can even measure up against this one.
Is that so?
It's 100% a fact.
I am incredibly intrigued.
I'm not.
Okay.
These people are savages out here. The ones that listen to this program, the ones that love this segment, they are as crazy as I am.
Yeah, I think it really kind of gets people not riled up in a bad way, but riled up in a good way. They get excited and they want to, they want to hear what we have to say. They want to put in their 2 cents. It's kind of an interesting segment.
It really is, right?
Doubt.
It really is. And for those wondering, this is Volume 2, the final round. These are picks from listeners like yourself, and I rank them by popularity. That's kind of how I did it. And of course, Mike, you do have some picks of your own, which is fine. It's not against the rules. You can do that.
Yeah, for anybody who's tuning in for the first time who've never heard us do this segment, just remember we're doing an entertainment show here. We're not trying to wish anybody harm.
I might be, though.
That's why we have the warning.
Yeah, but that sort of erases everything I just said the last few minutes ago. Back to square one.
Yep.
It's whatever. I mean, what can I say?
Well, some people can get not upset, but insulted by our dark noir comedy.
And a lot of people have already, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people have. You would be surprised.
As a matter of fact, the last time we spoke after the last show,
right?
You told me that there were some people that were really pissed at you.
Oh yeah,
and yeah. Is that a result of the show?
Yes. They got mad that I said, another thing that really bothered some folks out there, but I think these were coming from women. They were upset that I said, like a man, if I see a man crying, it sort of diminishes them, sort of, like it drops them down a peg. Right. But that's what I mean by that. It's a little bit different, though. Not if, like, they're finding out a relative, a friend, a lover, or whatever died and they're crying. Like, I get that, but, if you're crying about something kind of dumb, something small, then I think I have the right to laugh at you. In other words, like, this flower smells so good, I'm going to cry. Something of that nature, something that's stupid. All right. Yeah. I think I have the right to laugh at you at that point. So, you're a man's man. I'm a man's man, that's right. I'm a goddamn man. This is a man's world. That's right. That's right. So, Mike, without further ado, I think we should just... In the words of James Brown. It's a man's world. It's a man's world indeed. But Mike, without further ado, I think it is that time to get right into this. Lead the way, my friend. All right, folks. Let's get down to business here, people. And Mike, I am so excited. This is part 2 of Celebrity Death Pool 2023. Even that feels kind of weird, by the way, to say. Ding, 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 ding. Right, 2023, that sounds kind of odd. I know. I can't believe how fast the time is flying by. It really is. It's pretty crazy. Now again, folks, this is your final warning for those who lack a sense of humor. Please show yourself the door. We want nothing to do with you. And this next segment, again, is not for the weak of heart. My God, let's hit that beautiful music, Mike. Whoa. My God. Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, another
Now
year.
we're talking.
Another year has passed, boys and girls. And we are getting older. This is true. Oh, Mike.
Yeah, I'm dancing.
Oh, my heart.
I'm doing the hustle.
I have goosebumps right now, to be honest. Oh, yes. We are getting older every year, folks. Some of us will perish a lot sooner than others. Better you than me, though, I like to say, Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Enough of that shit.
I'm doing the hustle, man. I'm doing the hustle.
My God. And of course, Mike, we do have some...
bump.
And the bump. But Mike, of course, we do have some bonus picks as well before we... Actually, let's leave the bonuses till the very end.
Okay.
Yeah, let's keep it traditional here. The bonus picks come at the end. We'll start with number 10, as always, Mike.
As always.
As always. And of course, these are user-submitted, listener-submitted picks, not by me, but by the listeners. And I'm not sure if you can see the chat room right now, Mike. Can you?
Right now I'm seeing the picture.
You see the picture now? Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay, here we go. All right.
You like that?
Looking at the chat room now, yes.
Do you see that photo there?
The photo for...
The group photo.
Yeah.
Do you know where that's from?
No, but I just saw my face.
There you are.
Oh,
yeah.
yes, I do. We are the world.
You got it, you son of a bitch. You got it right.
As a matter of fact, I knew that from the last time, or actually I should say the first show that we did, because I saw it in the background, USA for Africa, and I was like, then I saw Michael Jackson in the front, and I was like, this is Michael Jackson, and what's his name? Simon, the guy from Simon and Garfunkel.
Right.
Simon, right? Was it Simon or Garfunkel?
I think it might have been Simon.
Yeah. So, and Ray Charles, yeah, they were all singing, "We Are the World."
Remember that song?
Stupid fucking song.
Very
I couldn't
dumb.
stand that piece of shit.
Yeah, it was awful. It was
not
an
as
awful
good as the
song.
song you were just playing. That was better.
That was that's a great song. But "We Are the World," well, you know.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on.
Just flush that down the drain.
Who is the guy on the right with the bald head? The second guy to the right, far right.
Well, I think you know who that is, Mike.
I thought so.
You might be right, Mike. I'm glad. I didn't think you were going to name him that fast or point him out that fast, rather.
Well, I didn't recognize him without hair.
He's bald.
I didn't know when he shaved. When did he shave his head?
He shaved it, I think, sometime last year.
No shit.
There he is.
Oh.
He made the bonus round.
I gotta ask the ultimate question. I wonder, and this is just speculation. I wonder if he shaved it because I wonder if he shaved it if he's going bald, like if he's really going losing his hair.
I think he's losing his hair, Mike.
Because a lot of guys do that. I know if I was losing my hair, I'd shave my head.
Yeah, if you're losing your hair, you might as well just shave it.
But you know what? Knock on wood. I am so very lucky at my age to have a full head of hair.
You got that long Jewish hair. Got that long Jew hair like Howard Stern.
Kind of a combination of Jew and American Indian.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you are Italian and, you kind of are a Eugene.
Eugene. Okay.
A Jew wanting to be Italian. A Eugene.
Black Italian.
But you are Jew. Black Italian, that is true. Yeah, you're not white, Mike.
No, not by a long shot.
No, not.
That's because I was.
Yes.
That's because I was born and raised in Patterson, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Look at that Hillary Clinton face.
Yeah.
She just suits that image right there. Elon Musk looking at us. Hi, how are you?
Elon Musk is a goofy looking guy, by the way.
He is, but he's
He might
freaking smart.
he might have this weird condition, but he does look like a freak.
Yeah, I've always thought that. Kind of a weird looking guy.
It's a weird dude right there.
I also think it's kind of the angle that they photograph him. Sometimes he looks okay. Other times he looks kind of
Well,
weird
he
and
does
fucked.
have Asperger's.
Does he really?
I believe so.
But that's the thing in the mind. That doesn't have anything to do with your facial or physical appearance,
I think
right?
it might. I could be wrong on this one. If our listeners can sort of, correct me on this one, but yeah, you look at Elon Musk, of course he has all kinds of money, but all that money isn't going to change that face.
Now I got to tell you,
Michael Jackson
all,
tried, and look what happened to him.
oh for God's sake, he turned into an alien. Now I got to say, of all the pictures that I see on here, I can't find you.
Well, I may or may not be there.
Okay.
Or I might.
Because I'm looking for the sunglasses.
I might be there.
I see a guy with sunglasses, but he's bald, and
That's
I know
not,
you've got hair.
yes, that's not me.
Is it to the left of that guy?
No, I think I'm just going to keep quiet.
Oh, okay.
I'm hiding in there.
Point it out to me in private.
All right. If someone can find me in that photo, I will be shocked and amazed.
I know where you are. You're the guy up front, the black guy with the sunglasses.
That's not me.
No? Okay.
You're looking at Kanye or Ye or Ye, whatever you want to call him.
Looking at Ray Charles.
Ray Charles, no. My
God help you if you were Conway West.
Yes. So, Mike, number 10. This is a user submitted, by the way, all done by popularity. And, of course, number 10. Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton, by the way.
Wow. Okay.
Right. And, of course, you can see them in the photograph.
Yeah, I see Bill and I see Hillary.
That's right.
Yeah.
And, of course, we can spend multiple shows talking about the Clintons and the mayhem and destruction they caused. What we do know is that both parties, at times are, both trash, as you know, both Republican and Democrat are both nonsense. But as of late, the Democrats have really, they've really changed. And they've been really trashy as of late.
I'm trying not even to get into this because
I know I'm trying not to. I do want to get into that, but I'm trying hard not to. Talk about all their exploits. But the Clintons, I think we can all agree they need to be flushed down the drain. Mike, yes, this needs to go on.
And I agree with you, Michael.
Yes.
I agree with you. The one thing that bothers me is that I don't think it's like the wicked always get a second, third, fourth, and fifth opportunity. It's only the good people who end up getting killed.
The good get killed, Mike? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's the good people who end up getting wiped out, and people like the Clintons hang around. And yes, I did go to Garrett Mountain in Patterson. I knew that place quite well. But yes, Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton, they need to be rubbed out.
They do. And not in a sexual way. They need to be, they need to digest some poison.
I didn't want to go on record by saying something that could get me arrested by the FBI.
Well, it might be too late. We might get arrested after this program, that's for sure.
Oh, Lordy.
You never know. You never know. So that's number 10. I know we could spend hours talking about the Clintons and every bad thing they've done to this nation. But yes, number 10, I can accept that. People really do want them gone.
How could you not?
These aren't my picks, by the way.
Oh, that was your pick?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear what you said.
I was just saying these are listener submitted picks, not my own, but right. I did, sort of do my best to, number them. But number 10, Bill and Hillary, 2023. Will they live? Will they die? We don't know. We'll find out, though. They're getting up there, though, in age.
I got one for you.
Yeah, who do you got number 10?
You ready?
Sure.
Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan.
And let me tell you why.
Why?
I don't know if you know this or not, but Bob Dylan sold his soul to the devil for rock and roll.
Did he now?
And oh yeah, he's been quite open about that in some.
Is that what he says?
Candid but open. He talks about, he kind of skates around the subject, but many times he's been interviewed and people ask him, and he's kind of he talks about how he has given his servitude for the guy,
the devil
down under. Yeah, not the devil. He doesn't say the devil. He says, that guy.
What do you mean, that guy?
The devil.
Satan.
Right. He doesn't say it. He doesn't say it outright. But many people have interviewed him and talked to him about, what are you talking about? And he just kind of skates around the subject. So here's what I think. I think his time is up. I think his 50 years of success have come to an end, and it's time for the devil to get his due.
Ooh, Mike.
Like that one?
I do, coming from you. So does that mean you believe in a actual entity, a actual physical being?
That's a whole other topic, my friend.
Absolutely.
Other topic.
Yeah, I'm just wondering. I mean, given that you are a Satanist yourself, Mike.
Yeah, well, we'll see when the day comes when I'm taken by the Dark Lord, and whether or not I sit at his side and say, hey, let's have some fun.
Some say that's where I'll be too. Yeah, I still get heat over that whole Quino interview.
You'll be right next to me.
Every day I get heat for that, Mike.
Do you really?
I honestly do, yeah.
That's crazy.
It really is. It's pretty insane.
It's not like you had anything to do with the Temple of Set.
I might as well have been, the way some people think.
Ridiculous.
It's like Alex Jones all over again. Remember what he was saying?
What did he say?
He said some pretty crazy things, if you can remember.
I can't.
I mean,
said a lot of things.
How many times, right?
To the Sandy Hook families.
Yes, I killed the children.
But beyond that,
No, and I went in that school. I pulled a gun out and I shot every one of them myself. I mean, I'm guilty. It's true.
No, but
No. Let's just. Do I feel responsible that someone that played shoot 'em up video games on a bunch of drugs went and killed a bunch of kids, and then the internet questioned it, and I covered that?
They staged Sandy Hook. The evidence is just overwhelming. We've looked at all sides. We played devil's advocate from both sides.
No, I don't feel responsible, and I don't apologize anymore. I'm done.
That's how I feel.
I don't apologize. I killed the kids.
was there a definitive?
No, I killed them.
I killed them too.
I killed them.
You didn't kill him.
No, I did.
I killed all the kids.
Everybody said no. I killed them. I killed them.
I killed them too.
I did it. I killed them. I'm the bad guy. I'm the devil. Get rid of the First Amendment. Can we move on to other topics?
I don't think.
I killed them.
That's how I'm going to respond now. I'm going to start saying that. Yeah, I killed all the kids. That's what I do.
It really is. It really is crazy how they just. I don't know. It's just like I said. The world is just going to hell in a handbasket.
The world is a scary place, Mike.
Indeed, it is.
Indeed, it is, and that brings us to number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9, Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson.
Yeah, you might not know who he is, though.
I can't say I do.
Yeah, he's a comedian.
Is that so?
Yeah, he's a comedian. He's on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, that's why I never saw him.
Yeah, exactly. You don't watch NBC. I don't either.
I haven't watched SNL since like the 80s.
Same here, except I didn't watch it in the 80s, but it's been a long, long time since I watched that show. But Pete Davidson, it seems like lots of folks have lots of hate for our friend Pete Davidson. Oddly enough, Pete Davidson has a tattoo of Hillary Clinton on his arm.
Are you kidding?
I'm not kidding. You heard that correctly. The man really does have a tattoo of Hillary Clinton, which is gross.
Really?
Out of all the women in the world, you would want Hillary Clinton tattooed on your arm. Not even Bill Clinton wants anything to do with his wife, Hillary.
I know this guy. Okay.
Yeah, he's kind of on a mission to sleep with almost every actress in Hollywood.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to stop him, though. Good for him.
Well, I've seen him in something other than SNL. I saw him in a movie or something.
And
I can't
Asuka,
remember
I
what
do
it
agree
was.
with you. Pete Davidson does have these weird raccoon-looking eyes.
Yeah, and the teeth too. They're like shark's teeth.
He's a strange cat.
I think.
Yeah, I mean, anyone who has a tattoo of Hillary Clinton, you know, I think that'd be a red flag.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, I would, you know, I don't think I want anything to do with anyone who has a tattoo of Hillary.
Mm-hmm. What a freak.
And we wanted to
Why
forget
would
you and your
do that?
cunt face.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel about Hillary too, you
And we
know.
wanted to forget you and your cunt face.
Her cunt face.
No! Damn,
She
bro.
kind of does have a cunt face, by the way.
I don't know. When I look at her, all I see is this maniacal, wicked woman with a pole up her ass.
You know, she's a disgusting lady.
The whole family is, really.
Yeah, she's disgusting, and of course Pete Davidson also linked to a Kardashian, so that should tell you everything, Mike.
Is that so?
That's right.
Another whacked out family.
Exactly. Either way, I think he's playing a dangerous game by, you know, sleeping with all these women. I think he's going to end up being stabbed in his sleep one day. I don't think it's going to be an overdose.
An STD.
I don't think it's going to be an overdose. I think he's going to get murdered in his sleep. You go out with that many women, one of them is bound to stab you. That's all I'm saying. So I can understand that. Yeah.
I'm not dead yet, but...
Well, Mike, you're
I hear
not
what you're
sleeping with all these actresses.
Not anymore.
Were you at one time? You were sleeping with who were you sleeping with, Mike? Wow.
Lady Gaga.
You banged it out with Lady Gaga.
No, I'm just messing with you, man. I'm messing with you.
That'd be great if you weren't.
I know. I like Lady Gaga.
That'd be a fun story. You like that Jew broad?
Is that what Gaga is? Is it Gaga a Jewish name?
Well, that's not a Jewish name, but that face is Jewish.
Gagastine.
Gagastine, yeah. Right. We're gonna get murdered after the show, Mike.
Oh my lord.
That's all right.
Gaga.
Yeah, well, actually, no. They're saying she's Italian. I take that back. She's not a
She's Italian.
but she's Italian.
Oh goodness.
Oy vey, indeed.
Gaga. Yeah, she's got a vowel at the end of her name. Gaga.
That's true. Yeah, you corrected me there. Well, I appreciate that. Yes, that's why we have great listeners out there. They know all the facts.
Her real name is Maria Gaga.
And who do you got, by the way, Mike?
All right, number 9.
Number 9.
Are you ready? It's funny that we were just talking about SNL because my next target is Lorne Michaels.
Lorne Michaels,
creator of SNL and Kids in the Hall.
I remember that show.
And what's that other one from Canada with the two? I can't remember the other one, but Oregon, and whatever. Anyway, yeah, I think Lorne Michaels is. I think he's gonna pass for some reason.
I was gonna say he's a JW, yeah.
He's JW.
Lipowitz.
Lipowitz, is that what it is? Lorne Michaels Lipowitz?
Lorne David Lipowitz. Lorne Michaels. Yeah. Born Lorne David Lipowitz, so yeah.
Is that so? So that's a pseudonym for him, huh?
Right, and he's 78 years old, by the way. 78 years young.
So I think Dan Aykroyd is going to murder Lorne Michaels.
I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, it's a good prediction. It might not happen, but I mean, it sounds great.
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray are going to come back and They're gonna beat up Lauren Michaels on live on SNL, and he's gonna die
They're going to commit a rape.
live.
A little man
on
rape.
SNL.
I think we could get away by saying rape and man rape as long as we're not like talking about raping a woman.
Or children.
Yes. I mean, it would be a lot different if I was like, I'm in a mood to rape a woman. Then that would be a red flag. But if I'm like, I'm down to rape a man right now, man rape, it's all good. Like, it's acceptable. It's like, it's okay. You can say that.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. So there's a big difference.
Is there a big difference?
Yeah, it's a huge difference. No one really cares if a man gets raped. But if a woman gets raped, it's,
Let me ask you a question.
whole nother story.
And this is not to get off topic, but real quick.
Lots of rape talk.
Do you really believe that a man can be raped by a woman?
I think it's totally possible. I believe a man can be raped by a woman. Sure.
There have been cases in which men have claimed to have been raped by women.
There's been many cases,
I've always found it to be a rather hard fact for me to get my head around.
Because he has to get hard.
Right, a man has
no
to
pun intended.
perform. Like he's got to physically be aroused to penetrate a woman.
Right,
and I say that in all seriousness. So
I know.
In order to stimulate a man,
yes.
I mean, how is that? Is that rape? No.
It's a bit of a gray area. I guess you're right.
And the other thing is, like, and again, I'm not going to get too deep into it, but all I'm saying is that
we're already pretty deep already. Okay, we got more than just the tip end, Mike. We're kind of balls deep already.
All I'm saying is, like, for a woman, when I think about rape as from a woman aspect, it's the penetration of a man into a woman, invading her body.
Pegging rape. Suka's right though. Pegging, sodomy. Like a woman can do that to a man.
What's pegging rape? What does that mean?
Like pegging.
Pegging.
Right.
What does that mean?
You know what that means, Mike,
Like banging?
Yeah,
what
like getting, that in your anus.
Right, okay,
right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
you could stick something in a man's ass, right?
Oh, you mean like raping a man that way? A woman raping a man?
That counts as rape. That's what I said. Sodomy, yes.
Oh, I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, of course.
You and your cunt face.
Again, okay, so it goes back to what I was originally saying. It's the invasion of one person physically abusing another person
Pretty much.
entering them.
Correct.
Okay.
Without consent.
Right. So it still doesn't help me understand the fact that if a man has to get aroused, like does a woman get on a man and sexually rape them that way?
Well, I'm not a woman, so I can't really answer this one for you.
But you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying, but I think we need a woman's perspective on this one. I think we need a woman to call in and educate us on this strange subject here of man rape.
Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go off script here, but...
Off script? I don't think we're ever on a script, Mike.
Oh no, we weren't.
Yeah, I don't think we rehearse. That's for who rehearses? That's for peasants.
That's for peasants.
Yeah, we need to rehearse.
Saying, I didn't want to stray too far from our celebrity death pool.
Oh, it's all celebrities and rape. It goes hand in hand.
Celebrity rape pool?
Yeah, celebrity rape pool. I mean, lots of them.
Start one of them.
A lot of these people that we're talking about are guilty or have been accused of rape, I'm sure.
You think?
I'm sure.
Harvey Weinstein.
That's right. I mean, all of these people have potentially raped someone, and, it's a fact.
I wonder how he's doing.
I mean, it might not be a fact, but it's a fact. Legally, I can't say it's a fact, but we're going to pretend it's a fact.
Okay.
That's how you get around it. Now we're not going to get sued.
All right.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, number 8, Mike, I'm ready.
Okay. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Who's going? Me or you? I can't remember.
I'm going.
Okay.
Number 8 is Conway West.
Conway.
As you like to call him,
Yeah.
our friend Ye.
Yep.
Yes, as you like to call him, Conway West, as Mike likes to refer to him. Many listeners think in 2023 will be the year that we will find him dead somewhere.
Somebody's gonna kill him.
He's offended many Jews. He's offended more people than I can count. And he's had all his assets frozen. There's a proverbial target over his head.
Is that so? They froze his assets?
Yeah, they took all his money already, basically.
No.
Where have you been?
I didn't know that.
Really?
No, I didn't know that. Wow.
We went to the moon, too.
And the Titanic sank in the early 20th century.
Yeah. No, but Mike, kidding aside, they did freeze all his assets, by the way.
I did not realize that.
That is crazy, by the way.
I know, and he's got a lot of money, right?
But can you imagine we live in a world where people can do that to you if they get offended by something you said?
Yeah, well, look, take a good look around, man.
But it's just, what a world. What a world. They didn't freeze Jeffrey Epstein's account. All his bank accounts work just fine. So do Ghislaine Maxwell. Yeah, their bank accounts still work. Hell, Epstein's bank account was still active after he died.
That's so.
That's right. Is Mike Amish, they're asking.
And there's also one who says, Dennis A. Johnson says, Con Air West.
Con Air West. Con Air was a good movie, by the way.
Was it? I never saw it.
Yeah. With Nicolas Cage. Another weirdo.
Did you see the movie that's coming out with him as a vampire?
No, I
It actually looks pretty good.
No,
Mike. It's like a dark comedy.
You're falling for it already.
Well, no, it's called Renfield, and he just plays the vampire. The other guy who is in the film, I can't remember what movie he was in. I think he was in My Girlfriend's a Zombie or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, it's about the guy Renfield who is serving.
My Girlfriend is a vampire?
A zombie.
A zombie.
Or something like that. Or I'm a zombie. I don't remember.
Wow.
Anyway, the point is, there's a new movie coming out in April. It's called Renfield. And Nicolas Cage is the vampire. And it actually looks pretty funny.
Yikes.
The dark humor.
Sounds like it's a straight to DVD sort of movie.
No, it's going, according to this, it says theaters only.
Yikes, really?
Yep. I'm actually interested in it. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
You're going to be waiting in line.
Yeah, I'm going to be standing on, like sleeping in a sleeping bag overnight to get tickets. I'll be the only one in line.
Isn't that model kind of over now?
What?
The whole, going to a theater sort of thing.
No.
It's still alive. It's still going.
Yeah. It still
I thought
happens.
COVID had sort of wiped that away already.
It did for a long time, but theaters are open again.
That's strange since, everyone's saying there's going to be a new COVID wave coming. Beware, be scared.
Yeah, of course.
That's what they're saying. I see lots of people driving around with masks on, Mike. It's rather unusual to watch.
It is.
And they're alone. Still.
It's sad, actually. It's kind of sad.
It is. It's kind of weird. If I see you alone in your vehicle with a mask on, I think you're insane. I don't think the virus works that way. I'm going to wear a condom when I drive.
Exactly.
Just in case. Just in case, I might have to rape a man. I might have to take a shower after this program. It's a man rape talk going on. I feel dirty today.
Feeling dirty tonight, Michael?
I feel really, real gross tonight.
I could just picture you in the shower going, I can't get clean. I can't get the dirt off.
Pour bleach on my skin. It's a good alternative.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, Conway West, number 8.
Conway.
Hopefully he doesn't die.
So, you ready?
I'm ready. Go ahead.
All right, number 8 for me. Mickey Dolenz. The
Mickey
Monkees.
Dolenz. How old is he?
Drummer of the
190?
He's pushing it. I would say he's probably, let's see, I'd say he's probably in his 70s, maybe.
That is... He's going to be dead by tomorrow, Mike. Jesus.
And I only say that because he has been, ever since let's see, Davy Jones died first years ago. Then Peter Tork died a couple of years ago. And he did a couple gigs with Michael, what the hell was his last name? The other Mike from the Monkees. And I think he's working himself hard. I think he's going to end up kicking it.
He's actually 77.
Is he?
Yeah, he's not that old.
Good for him.
He's a young man. He's a young man.
Good for him.
Yeah, he's not going to die.
I wish him all the well.
He's not dying, Mike. He'll be fine.
Think?
Yeah, he'll be all right. He'll be all right.
Somebody comes in and like has a mass shooting, they might.
That's true. He might need to stay away from
monkeys.
he might need to stay away from parades for a while. They gun you down in them.
And that and carnivals.
Yeah.
Carnival.
Well, at 77, I doubt he's going out. He's already done everything.
We shall
Mike.
see.
Yeah, he'll be
We
fine.
shall see. In the long run, we'll see who wins.
We will. And that leads us to number 7. The Beatles were almost as good as the Monkees. That's what Asuka Langley in the chat says.
Yeah, I love the Monkees. I really do. Still, to this day, I listen to them.
Do you listen to the Beatles?
No. Never got into the Beatles for some reason.
Do you hate
really
them?
never got into them. I wouldn't say I hate them. I mean, they wrote a lot of good songs, but I think it was before my time. The reason I like the Monkees is because when I was a young boy,
Your
that
dad,
age, like
your parents,
I would. What?
they like the Monkees. Your folks.
No. I liked the Monkees when I was probably as young as 8, 9. They had the television show, and the television show really got. That was the difference between the Monkees and the Beatles. The Monkees appealed more to children because they did the television show, as well as teenagers.
I see.
But the Beatles were more serious, and plus they played their own instruments. The Beatles, whereas the Monkees were kind of like a prefab band, like a boy band.
Oh, one of those.
Yes,
they were fancies.
That's right. In fact, they were put together by a group of people who had an idea for a show called the Monkees. The only one who really knew how to play an instrument was Michael, the guitar player, as well as write songs. And most of the music was written for them. As a matter of fact, Daydream Believer, if I'm correct, was written by Neil Sedaka. Or was it Neil Diamond?
I wouldn't know.
Neil Sedaka.
I will go by your word.
But all I'm saying is that, the music was written for them. And by I believe their third or fourth album, they wanted to be a real band, and so they started learning how to play instruments.
Right on.
Just a little fact.
We're learning facts here, boys. That's good, though. I'm glad you're prepared, Mike. It's very cute. So yes, number 7.
Number 7.
I got Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate. Is that
he's
any
the guy
relation
with
to...
he's the guy with the glasses there. By MJ.
Oh, the bald head?
Right.
And who is he exactly?
He is a former kickboxer, and he is currently in some hot water over sex trafficking.
There you go. He's dead.
He had started up his own webcam business, and of course that's legal to do. However, he's been accused of some rather serious crimes. And yeah, you know how it goes, Mike.
Was he doing something like Chuck Berry, putting the cameras in the toilets? And
no, nothing like that. No, it was all sort of a legal business. But of course, what he was doing is some of these women, allegedly, he was kind of holding them against their will and making them do all kinds of things. That sort of deal. So they say.
Hmm.
I have no idea. But on his website, which of course no longer exists, but at one time he wrote that 50% of his employees were his girlfriend at one time. So, he was doing that sort of thing. He was sort of pimping out these women,
Interesting.
Yeah, he was just keeping his hose in line, as they say.
I think I remember this guy. Yeah, I remember him now.
It is kind of
And
funny,
by the way,
though.
if I may just make one more comment. Someone just put down Mike, the guy whose last name I couldn't remember. It's Mike Nesmith, was a guitar player. His mom, he was rich. He got rich. His mom invented, you know what whiteout is?
Of course.
She invented that. He made he inherited a fortune from that.
I thought Colin Flaherty created whiteout. I'm glad you got that joke.
No, not quite.
I'm
Anyway,
sure
I just
many
wanted to bring
won't.
that up.
Oh, Colin.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's
Go right
okay.
ahead.
It's all right. You know how we do it here.
I know how we do.
So yes, he's pimping these hoes, Mike, in other words. He was pimping these hoes.
Didn't he beat a woman up or something?
I don't know. I mean, there's been claims of that, but I can't really say if he really did or not. But then again, I kind of view him as being no different than the phony politicians pushing, the whole God thing down everyone's throats, using God to further your own personal agenda. And Mike, that's kind of also what he was doing as well. He was, I think he's like a Muslim, by the way.
No.
Yes. So, all along he's pushing, he's pimping these hoes out, and he's a Muslim guy, and, it's all contradictory bullshit, So, he's another phony.
So many of them.
Right. And, Mike, again, it's kind of weird, though. The amusing thing is this sort of the interest of, those that lean left. They didn't really care too much when, Epstein or Ghislaine Maxwell were up there because, they lean left. But, this Tate fellow, he's kind of a right-winger sort of guy. So, they're all after him. So I think that's funny, right?
It's hilarious.
The media does the same thing. They were silent when Epstein was arrested and when Ghislaine Maxwell was arrested. All the journalists were silent. And I don't like the guy personally. I think he's unoriginal. I think he's a Muslim. And, at one time he was banned, and he still is, from all sorts of platforms for his so-called hateful opinions and toxic masculinity. And, I don't really give a shit about any of that. It doesn't really impress me, to be honest. I don't give a shit about that. But, you shouldn't want to silence anyone, even if their opinions are batshit insane. If you agree or disagree, it doesn't matter. You should just let these crazy people rant all day. Who cares? But now,
and did you say he was an
trouble.
ultimate fighter?
He was a kickboxer.
A kickboxer. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no matter who you are, I'm always gonna fight for your right to, say whatever you want. But I'm not gonna protect you if you are, trafficking these women. That's a little different. Yeah, it's a little different. But we don't know all the facts yet, so we can't really crucify the man yet.
Right. Gotta find out the facts first.
Yeah, so he's a little shady, Mike. Let's put it that way. Let's be fair and say, what it is. A little shady. But I think our boy Andrew Tate, if he loses it all, he's gonna be murdered, I think, or poisoned, maybe a car accident. We'll find out. We'll find out. But yes, that is my number 7.
Number 7.
So go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
Number 7. Another drummer. Peter Criss from Kiss. The drummer from Kiss, Peter Criss.
You really think so?
I think so. I think, I, and this is just my speculation. Again, a guy who lived a hard life. I think he was the oldest of the bunch, and I think that his hard life is going to catch up with him at some point. And I think it might be this year.
He's about 77, I believe.
Yep, Peter Crisola from Brooklyn.
Is he a Jew too?
Yeah, no, he's a little Italian.
He's an Italian guy.
Italian Jew.
How tall is he?
About 5'1".
I knew it.
It's shorter than I am.
Are all Italians that short?
No, I'm actually 7'3".
You're 7'3".
Yeah, I just looked short.
God damn.
God damn.
Yeah. Where is that? Oh, there it is. There we go. I loaded another one for you. I loaded this one up for you, Mike.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was perfect with what we're doing.
There you go. There you go. But yeah, Peter Criss, drummer of Kiss. I thought you were gonna say the other guy.
I haven't got there yet.
I thought you were gonna say Gene Simmons, not Peter Criss. Because if anyone deserves it, it would be Gene Simmons. That's what I would want to happen to, Gene Simmons. I would kind of hope for that to happen to him.
You're like, ouch.
Yes. He's kind of a big asshole, from what I heard.
Kind of a dick.
He's kind of a Eugene.
He is. I met him. I was supposed to interview him. He was the most obnoxious rock star prick I've ever rubbed elbows with and met. I literally walked away from him going, what a dick.
I've never heard one person ever mention anything nice about Gene Simmons, ever.
Yeah, well, he's first of all, he's a womanizer. And he's so high on himself. He really is. Let me just paint a picture for you. I'll take a brief moment. Back in 1997, I was invited to go see a show from a friend of mine at the Mercury Lounge in New York City. So as I'm standing there, all right, I'm standing there watching my friend's band play, and I turned back and looked back, and now, mind you, I was a huge Kiss fan when I was young. All right, I had as a matter of fact, a couple years ago, I sold my Kiss collection. I made $3,000 on my Kiss collection. Yeah, I had everything.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, I was a huge Kiss fan. So
you're a big Kiss mark.
Yes. So I turned back. I looked back behind me, and there's Gene Simmons, and I almost cracked a brick. So after the show, I walked up. Now, it's weird because that week I was supposed to interview Paul Stanley from Kiss, and the following week, Gene Simmons for this magazine I worked with.
Right.
So I walk up to him, and he's with a bodyguard. And I walked up to him politely, calmly, and I said, "Hi, Mr. Simmons." I didn't call him Mr. Simmons. I said, "Hi, how you doing?"
Mr. Simmons.
I want you, Mr. Simmons. Are you related to Richard? So,
that's how you were when you walked up to him.
I love that.
Hi, Gene.
What
That's how you were.
I love that. That's terrific. So let me finish the story. So I walk up to him, and he's with his bodyguard, and I say, "Hey, how you doing? My name is Mike. I'm a huge fan. I've been a fan all my life." I said, "I'm actually supposed to interview you this week." And he says to me, "Oh, well, I said to him, should I who do I contact? Oh, just contact the publicity agent,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah." Okay, fine. So as I'm talking to him and going on, a girl walks up, okay? And our conversation, him and me, ended. He simply turned his back to
Oh
me
my.
and began, he completely ignored me at that point, looking at this girl. Mind you, he didn't know this girl either. She was a complete stranger. But he's like, "Oh, look at you. What an angel, blah, blah, blah." And I'm standing there still trying to have a conversation with him. He just literally cut me off, and that was the end of that. So I walked away. I'm like, what a fucking dick. All right. Fast forward a little bit, like a couple minutes later, maybe a half hour later, another friend of mine was there to see the same band I was there. and he was blind as a bat, okay? But he was a huge Kiss fan, huge Gene Simmons fan. So I walk up to him, and I know he didn't see him because he didn't have his glasses on. I said, listen, I said, Paul, you're not going to believe this, but Gene Simmons is in the club right now. He's over by the bar. Why don't you go say hello to him? I know you love him. Yeah, excellent, thank you. So he walks over. 5 minutes, maybe less than 5 minutes, comes back over. He goes, Gene Simmons is a dick. He did the same thing to Paul.
I bet.
Just completely ignored him. Paul talked to him for like 2 minutes, completely ignored him and started talking to a girl. So yeah, he's a real winner.
Sounds about right. That sounds about right. He is kind of a douchebag, and Steven in the chat says, if only you had boobs, Mike. Which is true. If you had a pair of tits, he would have talked to you.
That's right. Had I had boobs and a vagina on my forehead, he would have talked to me.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. He had big fake tits, then he definitely would have been into you, Mike. By the way, Gene is a Israeli-American musician, according to Wikipedia.
He's what?
He's an Israeli-American musician.
That's right.
He's a Jew, Gene.
He's so Jewish. I mean, so Jewish.
He seems pretty Jewy.
He's jujitsu.
Yeah, right. He is very Jewy, no doubt, and I'm looking at a photograph of him now, and wow.
I'm a long way, huh?
Jesus.
I'm so ready for them to stop playing. I mean, I saw Kiss do their first reunion tour with the original band members in 1996, and they've been doing gigs ever since. And I'm like, dude, come on, you're going to break a hip in those heels. Stop.
I don't know why they're still playing.
Because they're greedy, that's why.
I mean, I get they like money and they're Jews, but I mean, Jesus. It's like, stop playing already.
You know how much they make at a show? When I saw the reunion show in
probably
96,
a few grand.
97, I paid $150 for a ticket in orchestra seats. Right? And that was way far back. I was probably a football field behind. That's how much the tickets were. Could you imagine how much tickets go for today? So imagine how much they get.
It's a ripoff.
Paul and Gene as the original members of Kiss, how much they get. This is a band that used to tour 360 days out of the year back in the 70s.
That's crazy.
That's why they're so famous, though.
They are, I mean, I don't really like a lot of songs from Kiss, to be honest.
Most people don't, unless you're a Kiss fan.
I mean, you know, there's a few songs I like, but I mean, am I going to go actively look for those songs and actively listen to them? No.
You're either a Kiss fan or you're not.
And, you know, I've heard so many stories about Gene Simmons that make me not want to listen to his music. And I'm not really like that. You know, I'm not one of those people that are like, oh, he did this and he did that. He's so-and-so. I guess I'm not going to listen. I don't really care about that. I really don't.
I stopped buying Kiss records like in 1980. What the hell was it? 87, I think.
Damn, Mike.
I mean, yeah, well, you know, everything they did after they took their makeup off.
What's your problem,
crap.
Mike?
Because everything was crap after.
Why are you listening to this
shit?
Off. Don't listen to Kiss, Mike. Come on.
Don't listen. Is that what you said? Don't listen.
Yeah, don't listen to that. Yeah.
I love that.
Why would you listen to Kiss, though? I mean,
but
come on.
You gotta understand. That's what I grew up on when I was a little kid. That was the first rock band I ever listened to.
Mike, if you were here, I would waterboard you.
You'd rape me?
I'd rape you and waterboard you.
At the same time?
At the same time. No, at the same time, it'll be an underwater rape.
It would be a rape boarding.
A rape boarding, exactly.
Or a board raping.
A board raping. Lots of man rape going on. But look at this foul creature we got right here looking at us right in the chat room. He's got the Jew fro going on. He's got that disgusting nose. He's doing the whole.
On the screen. I can't see it.
He's rocking the. He's doing the whole signs of the devil. I mean, Gene, he's a piece of shit.
He's got a bad reputation for, well, from some people.
For being him.
Yeah, like I said, I met him. He was a total dick to me.
He looks like the son of. He looks like Satan is his daddy.
He really has not aged well, right?
Satan is his father.
Yeah. Satan is his daddy.
Yeah.
It's true.
He looks like Gollum, somebody said, Stephen.
His hair looks like a helmet.
Vic Grimes says Mike preferred to see men wearing makeup. Oh, goodness.
You like your men wearing kabuki makeup, Mike?
When I was a boy, it blew me away.
That was cool.
So amazed by it, And mind you, their key years were from 1973 until about 1980, and that was the end of that. Like everything, once they took their makeup off, they were silly.
They're just freaks at that point.
Yeah. And they weren't good-looking people. The only guy that was good-looking was Paul Stanley.
They are very ugly Jews, that's for sure. That's a face only a mother would love.
Now, hang on now. Peter Criss is Italian, and Ace Frehley is, I believe, German.
Uh-oh.
His real name is Paul Frehley.
I hope no one told Gene about that.
Look at that face.
I hope Gene doesn't know about that.
God, what's up with his hair? It's like a straightened afro.
I'm telling you, that's not his real hair, Mike.
You think that's a fake?
That can't be real. That cannot be real hair. Looks like a wig.
It's definitely. I'll tell you, I gotta say, I debate that with you, Michael.
Really?
Respectively, I'll tell you why. I sincerely believe.
I might have to waterboard rape you.
Well, listen, let me get my point through. Hang on. What I'm saying is, if you look at his hair, it hasn't changed much from the 70s and 80s. He always had this kinky, weird, frill, like an Israeli's hair. Like a lot of them have very kinky, curly hair. It's
He's
true.
got that
it's
Jewish
true.
hair.
A lot of Jews do. And I don't mean that in a bad way.
Of course not. No.
Saying.
We love the Jews. We don't hate them, by the way. There's no hate in our hearts.
No. But I think that's his hair, dude. I really do. I sincerely do. Because if it was a wig, he got ripped off.
He got ripped off.
With all the money that he pays for things, he got ripped off on that wig.
They could be hair, they could be just implants, hair implants.
They could be. Extensions.
He's got plugs.
Plugs. I was going to say plugs.
He was pegged. Here's a serious question. Do you think he's ever had sex with a man? I think he has.
Okay. Well, and what's your reason?
He's done some man rape, I think.
And what, pray tell, is your reason?
Well, I mean, when you become such a successful musician, you're this rock star. You're banging, all kinds of new strange trim every night. You're having orgies. You're banging all kinds of women nonstop. I think you get to a point where you just become like this goddamn freak, and men start looking attractive to you. I mean, lots of rock stars and actors, they've all done that. They get a little too freaky and they start experimenting. They start doing drugs. It leads them to the Hershey Highway. You think I'm lying?
No,
it's true.
That's the sad thing. I don't.
I'm telling you, they all fall victim to it, no matter what. They go through all these beautiful women, and then men all of a sudden just start looking good.
You're killing me.
It happens to all these. It happens to all the stars, man. I'm telling you.
Dude, I remember in the 80s, he
It's
went on the
messed
Oprah
up.
Winfrey show. He went on the Oprah Winfrey show, and he had this wheelbarrow full of Polaroids of every girl he ever slept with. It was like 2,000 pictures.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe more.
He's got HIV.
It's very possible. I actually have that episode. I used to collect everything on Kiss, and I actually have that episode on videotape from back in the 80s when he was on Oprah Winfrey.
Whoa.
She actually said to him, she asked him, "How long is your tongue?" And he said, "Long enough to be your best friend."
Whoa.
But that's a typical response from
Yeah, well, he
Simmons.
kind of is. He's got that disgusting reptile tongue.
And he's bloody, filthy rich.
That's right.
You know he owns an island?
Really? So he's like Epstein. He owns an island.
Yeah. The Kiss Island. You know, they've even got, you know, they got so much merchandise. Did you know that you could get buried in a Kiss coffin?
Oh my God! Really?
I'm not kidding, man. They've got everything.
Who has that much low self-respect for themselves to do that?
I don't know, but
Can
I do
you
know
imagine?
that I did see a picture once
Yikes.
online of a person who was buried in a Kiss coffin.
Damn, that's embarrassing, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of is. It kind of is.
He has no shame when it comes to merchandise.
That's
and
like
self-promotion.
that's like getting your former lover's face tattooed on you,
Or Hillary Clinton's.
or Hillary Clinton. Yeah, like Pete Davidson. That's embarrassing. Like, come on. You're gonna have this this cunt face tattooed on your arm. Ugh.
Are we talking about Hillary or Gene Simmons? Wait.
Both. Talking about Pete Davidson now. I mean, who rocks a Hillary Clinton tattoo? I mean, that is embarrassing. Good God. Anywho. Good job,
right
Mike.
along.
I know, moving along away from this Jew. Let's get rid of this
see,
Jew.
who
in
went
front of
last?
me.
You or me? Wait. I went. Yeah, it was Peter Chris. So you're up. You're up next.
I'm up.
Yes.
All right, number 6 is Chris D'Elia.
Who's that?
You would not know who this is, but he is a comedian. And right now he's facing lots of allegations, lots of sexual misconduct allegations. And he's 42 years young. And, you know, this guy, he's kind of gone after lots of minors. It's well documented, Mike. There's lots of proof of him, you know, trying to use his fame to lure these young minors in.
Can you put a picture of him up?
His face is already up, by the way. He's right in the middle of, you know, where it says death pool, the T, you just go up and his face is right there.
I gotta wait for the picture to change. I'm still seeing Gene Simmons on here.
Oh, are you? Well, I'll put a picture of him in a moment here, but yeah, our boy, Chris D'Elia, very popular sort of comedian who has his own following. He has a big following, by the way. I'm not sure why, because he's never made me laugh. I've always thought he was this weirdo sort of comedian, like all comedians are. They're all fucked up in their head, you know. All comedians are. And yeah, he's just another one of these sick bastards that use their fame, like many other people here on the list here, you know, to sort of bring in young women. And that's what he's been doing. Well, I should take it back. Not just young women, minors rather. Girls that are like 15, 16.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a
How do
little
they get
young.
away with that?
Well, when you're that famous, you know, you bend the rules, I guess. And of course, he's not a good comedian. I think he stinks. I don't think he's very funny at all, but he has a big following. And again, he's used his fame to lure these women in.
No kidding.
Yeah, and there's all these things coming out about the guy. There's a documentary about the guy now. I feel
so
like
the picture is up. Which guy are you talking about?
okay, you see where it says death pool and the letter T, you just go up and that's him right there.
Oh, that's him. Okay. Oh, I've
Yeah.
seen him before.
I'll put another photo up of our boy. But yeah, he's a very strange cat, you know. He also wanted to have all kinds of women around him. Sort of, he wanted to do like his own little cult from what other women have said about this guy. And then he got caught.
I don't know anything about this guy, but from what you're telling me, he sounds like he's
He's a little bit of a crazy man. You're not missing out on anything, Mike.
Token Study says he's from New Jersey, Mike.
Ooh.
Is he? Is he from Jersey?
He might be. But yeah, here's a...
Stephen Orzo says he looks like a soprano. I'm assuming he means The Sopranos.
Here he is. A photo will load up eventually for all of you, but this is Chris D'Elia. If you look him up, he is facing lots of controversy, and he has for a while now. Which is why I'm surprised he still is able to maintain such a following, knowing that this guy was actively searching for minors to have sex with. Yeah. And I don't know, and I don't know whether or not if Chris D'Elia would ever swing from a rope, but you know, when you're having sex with minors, you know, eventually someone's going to try to kill you. From what I know. Big Grime says he looks like a creepy Jersey dude.
Yeah. And Stephen goes, forget about it.
He does look a little rapey.
A little rapey.
He does kind of look like he would do some rape.
He looks a little rapistic.
Yeah. You do get that rapist vibe from Chris D'Elia. He's a scumbag, though. I mean, you know, he preys on young women to, you know, do his bidding.
Well.
Big surprise. Big effing surprise. And I'm telling you, they're all all these people that we've listed are probably guilty of having sex with minors. Chances are.
Yikes.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah, Mike, if anybody is interested, and if you yourself are interested, just look up his name and you'll get all kinds of things. Yeah, if you're interested.
Yeah.
All right, let's get rid of Chris D'Elia here. I don't want to see his rapist face.
All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
What are we doing? 6? Yes. Yeah, 6.
I believe this is number 6. Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, so are you ready for this one?
I'm ready.
Gene Simmons.
Oh, you got Gene Simmons on the list.
Yeah, it was right after Peter Criss.
Wow.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, well, we don't have to go on about this because we just had a whole 20-minute segment.
I know, we just talked about that bastard.
You can I just wanted you to know that he was... He was my number 6.
Man.
So funny.
What a shocker.
You think?
Yeah. Okay, well, I guess we'll go to number 5.
All right.
Elon Musk.
Interesting. Now, hang on a second. Hang on. You didn't mention him last time, did you?
I don't think I did.
No, you didn't.
But okay. This is from listeners, though.
Elon Toilet Musk.
He's a weirdo, I'm telling you. There's just something off about this man.
Elon. I think in my personal opinion, I think when people reach a certain level of success and extreme fortune, that they become a little bit separated from the rest of humanity.
Absolutely.
That is just my personal opinion.
No, I think you're right.
Think?
Yeah. I think when you become someone like that, you get detached from reality.
No doubt.
So this guy lives in his own little bubble, that's for sure. And Asuka says Elon Musk will die from Neuralink brain cancer. Well, we can only hope that happens. The listeners don't seem to like Elon Musk.
Is that so? I like him.
Well,
I mean,
some of them don't. Some of them hate him.
I don't necessarily agree with all his views on things, but I think he's doing good things. I really do.
He's done a few good things, yeah.
And you got to take into effect that this guy had the balls and was brave enough to open the files on Twitter on how Twitter suppressed freedom of speech and compromised an American election. So you got to give the guy credit for that. How can you not?
I don't. I mean,
Okay.
what I mean by that is I do give him credit, but I don't hate the guy. But some of our listeners do, and I agree with you that he has done good at letting these files out, and we're going to mention the files in a moment here further as we go down the list. But a lot of people don't trust Elon, and Asuka says his cars are trash. And again, I understand he is a creep. We can all agree on that. Just look at the man.
Really?
Well, look at him. He looks
What?
creepy.
Yeah, but I mean, looking creepy is not actually being creepy. So did he
Well,
do
there's two different
something? No.
things. There's two different things, but he did go out with Amber Heard at one time.
Did he?
Yeah. She probably shit on his bed too. You never know.
Wow.
But I'm just saying, every photo that I've ever seen of Elon Musk, he always looks like a creep, in my opinion.
Is he rated as a billionaire? He's a billionaire, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna die, though. I think some people just want him dead.
That's strange. I mean, I like the guy. I think he's okay.
I don't hate the guy. Can he be
Again,
trusted?
I don't-
I don't know. That's a whole nother story.
I don't agree with everything he says, but I do think he's doing good things.
So you're a little indifferent of him, which is okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything heavily against him for whatever it may be.
Yeah.
What was that? You're killing me tonight with that thing.
Vic Grimes says he looks like a cartoon character, which I agree with. He kind of does look cartoonish.
He doesn't look
slightly.
as bad as Gene Simmons.
Well, no, not everyone looks as horrible as Gene Simmons. That's true. Yeah, Gene is one of the ugliest men I've ever seen in my life.
He's up there.
He is ugly.
And ugly.
Can you imagine banging that guy?
No.
I can't imagine banging any man, but especially Gene Simmons. I mean, poor woman. What a poor broad.
Okay, you know, satirically thinking, I could just imagine, like, when Gene has sex, does he like sing lyrics of his songs to the girls? he's
love.
banging?
He says Love
My
Gun.
heat is up and I'm so tired.
He sings the lyrics to Love Gun.
Yeah, love gun.
He sings Love Gun in bed.
And
It's a good song, by
Godfather.
the way. I do like that song.
Which one?
Love Gun.
Do you really now?
That's a great song. Yeah, I told you I didn't hate them. I don't really hate them. I just don't really think too highly of their music. But Love Gun is a good song.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, a lot of kids were conceived to that song.
That's right.
Yeah, I
My
tell
first-
no
my first
lie.
album. My first album was the 1977 release of Rock and Roll Over by Kiss. It, to this day, is one of my favorite Kiss albums.
Well, I'm not going to hear that song. I'm joking. You never know. I'll probably play Kiss tonight while I'm drinking a beer. I don't know.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's get rid of this Elon Musk looking.
All right.
You know what? Can't say
You
that
ready?
word. Oh, yeah. That was my impression of Ozzy Osbourne. I was saying, yeah, I'm ready.
Okay then. Right. Number 5.
Number 5.
Jane Goodall.
Really?
I think
We wanted to forget you and your cunt face.
I think Jane Goodall is going to be killed by poachers.
I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed.
Do you now? Really? You don't like her?
I have no idea.
You know who she is?
I know who she is, but no, I don't actually want her to be dead or anything, but
She's done great things.
then why are you adding her, Mike? How dare you?
Well, I mean, it doesn't mean I don't like her. I think she's a wonderful, kind woman.
You want to
really do.
waterboard her?
I no.
Okay, good. I'm just asking.
What I'm saying is the things that she has done to help protect gorillas and chimpanzees.
Oh boy, come on. Fuck them.
Hang
gorillas.
on, hear me out. Hear me
I'm
out.
joking. I'm just playing.
There is actually a bounty on her head because what she's doing is she's getting in between the poachers.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And the apes, whereas the poachers come in for these piece of shit Chinese people who want to get a monkey's paw, or like a rhinoceros horn or an elephant tusk, because that shows that in Chinese culture that you're rich. So these people who hire poachers to kill gorillas and chimpanzees are just pieces of shit, and I hope they die horrible deaths. So as a result of the things that she's done, they want her dead.
And you think she's going to die in 2023?
I hope she doesn't.
Yikes.
But it's very possible. I mean, that's the name of the game here, right? We're picking out who's going to die.
Right.
And that's my thought on her.
Okay.
I like her. Don't get me wrong. I really
Fair
like
enough.
Jane.
Fair enough.
She's a wonderful woman.
It's one of these cautionary tales. These cautionary picks, in other words.
I guess you could say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Works for me. Well, that leads us to number 4.
Right.
Number 4. And I'm excited about this one. Number 4. My number 4 is actually Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon.
Vincent Kennedy McMahon to you. That's the chairman of the WWE Pro Wrestling.
Oh, okay.
I believe he had stepped down from his position of power for a short time because of the rumors that were, well, they're more than just rumors. There was, again, some allegations that were made about him, so he sort of stepped down for a little bit, but now he's back in the game. The thing is, he had paid millions of dollars to several of the women wrestlers out there. And again, that's nothing illegal, but is that sort of something that's looked down upon? Is it frowned upon? I would say, yeah, kind of is, a little bit. His wife didn't like that, so she divorced him. And, it's kind of embarrassing to have all your dirty laundry sort of aired out, especially if you're paying women to, have sex with you that work for you.
Can humbly say that's never
a good thing, right? That's not a good thing.
Well, I was just going to say, it's just something I've never done.
Yeah, that's something else there. Paying for sex, that's some men have no problem doing that, though.
So is Vince McMahon related to Ed McMahon?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. They have no relation there.
Yes, sir.
But the chairman of the WWE, I think, he's already getting up there in age. I think he might croak. To be honest, he's gonna die of old age, or maybe he'll die with a wild woman riding on top of him.
Not to interrupt you, but Token Study just said, is Deacon Charlton Heston from Planet of the Apes. The funny thing is, I was watching that movie last night.
That's pretty paranormal.
Crazy paranormal.
I don't understand the reference there. Is he saying that I look like a chimpanzee?
I don't know either.
Is he calling me an ape man?
Is Deacon Charlton Heston?
Is that a racist thing to say?
Yeah, what's up with you,
I know.
Token?
What is that?
With a name like Token.
I know Token. kind of shit is that?
It's like on South Park, the black is Token. Hey, Token.
What's his problem, Mike?
I don't know, man.
What's
He's
this
got
guy's
issues with
problem?
you. Calling you Charlton Heston.
I know, he's calling me Planet of the Apes.
Listen, Charlton Heston was a good-looking man.
You
back
racist
in the day.
bastard.
And that movie I was watching, Planet of the Apes, is one of the best science fiction movies ever.
You know, Mike, I tell people that I was raised by a black woman.
Really?
Yeah, because my mom, she identifies as being black.
Black Mexican?
Well, no, just a black woman. She's always identified as a black woman. I'm not even joking or making this up.
Is that so?
She would tell you herself. She thinks she has the soul of a black woman.
Is she woke, your mom?
Not at all. She just always thought that way and felt that way. She always felt that she was a black woman. That's why I always tell people I was raised by a black woman. And people were like, what kind of shit is that? And I'm like, look, my mom has the soul of a black woman. What do you want me to do?
She identifies as a black woman.
She's a black woman.
She's woke.
She's a black.
Black?
Yeah, she's a black lady.
like so Dennis Prager says, if you're a black.
Yeah, well, that's how our friend Colin Flaherty referred to them as. He's like, they're blacks.
They're a black.
They're a black and they live in chocolate hellholes, he says.
Yeah, I remember.
He's the most racist guy I've ever heard in my life. I'm like, Jesus Christ, Colin. You're going to get me stabbed here.
Chocolate Town.
My mom better not hear you saying that.
Oh my god.
She's going to kill you, Colin. And now he's dead.
And now he's dead. We should have had him on the list.
Phew, I know. He
Anyway.
was so mad at me, by the way.
Yep.
He was so angry at me.
Guy had paranoia issues.
That guy had some issues. Him and his chocolate hellholes. Man, Jesus.
Funny. Chocolate hellhole.
That's what he would say. He was
Chocolate City.
That guy's way out there.
Wow. Well, anywho. Shall we
continue? Let's move on. Let's move on.
We're up in we're up to number 4.
Number 4. Let's get rid of Vince here. Hold on.
My pick for number 4
yeah,
is Mickey Jagger.
I thought you were gonna say Mickey Rourke.
No. Mickey Jagger.
Mickey Jagger. That guy, man, that guy's not gonna die. Come on.
I know.
He ain't dying.
He ain't
dying. Come on.
Keith Richards will outlast him. And I had Keith on the last list that we did in December. But I think Jagger's also, he's up for the grabs.
Mick Jagger. He is looking kind of rough.
Yeah.
He's been looking kind of rough since he was like 17.
Another group that sold their soul to the devil.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. I was just reading about it not too long ago.
Lucifer?
They were involved in rituals and everything. You know who what's his name? Kenneth Anger is? Do you know who that is?
I do.
All right. So Kenneth Anger was not only a filmmaker back in the day in California, in Berkeley Heights, California, during the 60s, but his association with the Stones and Anton LaVey and the Church of Satan, he wanted Mick to be a part of a movie that he was making on Satanism, and the band at one point, the Stones, were involved in messing around with rituals and conjurations and stuff like that.
Wow.
So
spooky.
Yeah, another band sold their soul to the devil.
Worshipping the devil.
Worshipping the Chocolate City.
Well, right up your alley. Right up your dark chocolate Hershey highway alley, Mike.
Chocolate alley.
Yeah, Mick Jagger. I think Vic said he looked pretty rough all his life. I agree.
Absolutely.
He looks like a 2-pack a day kind of guy.
When he was younger, like they had a look they were so ugly that they were good looking.
They were so ugly they were cute.
Yeah. But it's
funny.
A fascinating story if you ever read anything about the Stones. The original creator, the entrepreneur of the band, Brian Jones. I'm sorry, Brian Johnson, Brian Jones. Brian Jones. He
the guy with the name.
Guy with the thing.
Yeah, the guy with the thing.
He was murdered.
Was he waterboarded?
Close. He was drowned.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
He was drowned by the very man that they had hired to be the caretaker of his house, like clean up and everything like that. And he drowned him in the pool.
He drowned it.
Yes, he did. There he is, Mick.
Good old Casey Anthony style.
I don't know when that picture was taken of Jagger, but as old as he is, he still doesn't look that old.
He looks old to me.
He does. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's old, but I mean, he doesn't look as bad as like Gene Simmons.
Well, let me put another photo up there for you to change your mind.
Okay.
Just hold on to your butts. Let's put another photo here. This is a bit more recent of our friend Mick Jagger. And for those just joining us here, those of you that are new, don't be afraid. It's all good. We're just having fun here, doing a little celebrity death pool. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you take us on the road. Search Michael Decon and you'll find us. But yeah, we're just having a good time here. Sometimes we're serious, sometimes we're not. Right now, we are having a great time. And yes, this is Mick Jagger. Look at this. Yeah, he's pretty rough. Just wait for this to load, Mike, and you'll see a very handsome man in front of you. Even the bird is whistling.
Yes. Just to reply to Token, yes, Anger did Lucifer Rising and Hollywood Babylon. That's absolutely right. Correct. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I remember reading that. I couldn't remember the names.
There you go. Has that photo loaded for you there?
Not yet, buddy.
Not yet. Okay.
Let you know when it does.
Soon.
Takes about a minute to go up.
Yeah, it's a little bit. We're a little bit of a lag going on.
Yeah, seems like it's a little slower today than most days.
Yeah, we're handicapped today. We are autistic tonight. We're special ed here tonight.
Special ed.
Yeah. Has that photo loaded for you? Goddamn.
Not yet, buddy. Like I said, it takes about a minute.
You might need to refresh your page there. What the hell?
You want me to?
You might have to.
Right, I'm going to refresh it.
Hit refresh.
And, okay, got some crazy shit going on here now. Oh, there it is. Okay, I see him.
Look at that face.
I see him.
It's pretty old.
That's rough, man. Rough.
That is, his face is looking tougher than a $2 steak.
Yeah.
He's got that real leathery face.
Yeah, very pasty.
Leather face.
Sit in the sun for a bit.
I feel like I could grab a match and, swipe it across his cheek there and it'll light.
And let me just reiterate here. I like Jagger. I like the Stones.
Yeah, we do. We like them. We do like the Stones, even though they were also, having sex with minors. We still like them though.
But yeah, so I mean, I don't wish this on anybody, but I think hey, the circle of life, man.
Yeah,
circle of life.
Circle of life. Bang minors, do man rape. It's all part of the gig.
Circle of Stones.
The circle of rape. Let's get rid of this guy. Good God. Get rid of him. And my number 3 is Sam Bankman-Fried.
And who the hell is that?
That is a man who did some bad things, Mike.
What's his name?
Very bad.
Sam Bankman?
Sam Bankman-Fried. He was recently released on $250 million bond and permitted to stay at his parents' house in Northern California. And he is responsible for doing a lot of bad things, Mike, with cryptocurrency, the core founder of FTX.
Is that the guy who's in the picture here up by Hunter Biden, by Joe Biden?
By Joe, you know what? I don't think I have a photo. I don't think I added a photo of him here, to be honest.
Okay, you've got somebody.
Actually,
up
wait, hold on. I do have a photo of him. He's actually right below you.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the guy who lost like billions of
That's
dollars
him. Right.
to the people with Bitcoin or whatever it was, right?
Cryptocurrency.
Cryptocurrency. That's what it was.
He had his own.
And like all that money that was lost or stolen, and did he steal? I can't remember. Did he steal it or did somebody else steal it?
No, he didn't steal it. There was a bit of a, I guess, a hack. They're saying
right?
that happened. Yes, and the money was lost. And he gave all this money to lots of Democrats, Mike. He donated heavily to all the right people that can get him off away from all these sort of things. And he's facing 115 years in prison, but he'll be fine. He made all the right connects, all his Democratic friends that will help him.
You think so?
I think so.
And the funny thing is, what is he, like 21?
He's pretty young.
Yeah.
I don't exactly know how young he is.
I think he made, like, I was just talking about this about a week and a half ago. This guy made...
He's 30 years old, by the way.
Oh, he is 30. Okay. From what I understand, he made like billions of dollars.
Made billions.
And basically just sitting in his room in his underwear eating Cheetos on the computer.
Pretty much. And he was addicted to... he was very addicted to synthetic meth, basically. He loved that Adderall. And of course, yes, he gave lots of money to Democrats and Republicans, but let's be honest, he gave all the money, he gave lots of great donations to the DNC.
These people, they don't know what they're doing. Don't know what they're doing.
Well, it was a money laundering thing.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
It was just money to get to these politicians, Basically, that's it.
And now it's all gone. Well, I bet you the Chinese got it.
You never know. But this guy is bad news. I don't know why anybody would want to do business with this guy, but they did. And he made a shitload of money. And now it's all gone.
All gone.
So they
Wasn't that good?
So they say. Well, he's going to be fine, though, Mike. He'll be out. He has nothing to worry about, in my opinion.
The sad thing is, you're right.
Yeah, he's fine. He'll be all right. I understand the listeners out there. I know you guys want to see this guy be offed, but it's not going to happen. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine. So who do you got? Number
3.
Number 3. Yeah.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Hunter Biden is going to slit his wrists or overdose on crack.
You think so?
I feel it.
I don't think he's still smoking
because
crack
here's what's
going
to happen.
What could be wrong?
He's going to get exposed for the business associations that he did with his father, who lied about knowing about any of that.
Right.
With the Chinese, the Ukrainians,
China,
and Russia. And he's going to get exposed, and he's either going to go back on crack and OD, or he's going to slit his wrists.
That's pretty good. Okay, I like where you're going with this.
Okay, good. I'm glad I'm entertaining you. Good.
And here is a photograph of one Hunter Biden who is high as hell on a bathtub in his home.
Oh, brother.
For a long time, they were saying that's a photoshopped photo, that it's not real, that it's Russian propaganda. And we all know that story was bullshit.
Yep.
We all know these were very real photographs of one Hunter Biden.
Here's all right, I got a question. This picture on the left. How do you fall asleep on crack? I mean, you could be awake for a week on that stuff. How do you sleep?
I guess he smoked so much of it at a weird time and he just passed out, I guess. That's just what I'm assuming.
Wow, what a scumbag.
He is a scumbag. But there he is in all his glory.
And it burns me up that a person like this, the son of a president of the United States, gets no flack, but yet the Trump family gets harassed by the Democratic Party constantly. Explain that to me.
Well, that's what I told you earlier about people like like an Andrew Tate. Even though what he did was, it's not exactly the proper thing to do, especially when you are all about God this, God that. Yet you're pimping these bitches out. I don't think God wants you to be, slaying pussy. In my opinion. I'm just assuming I don't think God wants that. Yet these people all, they all praise God and God this, God that, yet they're, banging minors.
The Democrats don't. The Democrats aren't God-fearing people for the most part.
Well, I'm not either, but I'm not, talking nonsense and believing this bullshit that, that most Democrats and Republicans both believe.
No, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that in reference to your comment about how these people go around saying, oh, well, God this and God that, the this Biden family, they would never say that. They're just.
Now that family's retarded, though. Come on.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we need to get rid of them, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow, some way. They'll get theirs, though, one day. I truly believe that. But yes, I could see how he's just a short little, drug-induced accident away from ending it all, Mike, on accident.
Yep.
He can fall off the wagon and go back to smoking crack.
Mm-hmm.
What a family.
What a great crime family.
They're worse than the Clintons, I would say. They might be.
I kind of agree with you on that.
Jesus. They need Jesus.
The lies that come out of the president's mouth on a daily basis are really enough to I cringe every time. He just lied yesterday for the whole January 6th thing with the Capitol invasion. How they said 6 cops died on that day. No, not one cop died on that day. Not one.
I thought one cop died.
Everybody believe I
don't even remember now.
Now, here's the thing. The one guy or at least I think it was the first guy that died, was a cop who had a heart attack or a stroke? I can't remember. I think it was a stroke, and then he died. But this was like a week or two after that event took place. So there was not one police officer that was killed on January 6th, although the left and the media would like you to believe that, and they lie about it every single time.
They say, according to this article, these are the 5 people who died in the Capitol riot.
There was not one person.
That's what they're claiming here.
Except that poor woman who was shot by a trigger-happy cop who the fucking left has not raised their voice about. They talk about cops who are trigger-happy and killing people, yet when this guy who had a record of being an officer who had an issue with firing a weapon, when it wasn't needed, kills this woman, a veteran of the United States of America, kills her, and not one thing is said by these asshole woke idiots who talk about cops having, being a threat to society.
Well, Mike, to be honest, I would have shot her in the head too. To be honest, you give them a warning, because you give people warnings, and they don't listen. You end up killing them. And then people get all mad and up in arms when they were clearly warned. You see it all the time when people get pulled over and they resist arrest or they don't listen and they end up with a bullet in their head. And,
I agree with you, but she was just picked out of all the people that were there. She wasn't. She was unarmed. She wasn't defacing property or anything like this. Yes, she was in the Capitol, as were hundreds of people led in by the FBI.
I would have shot a lot of people that day.
See, I disagree.
Well, I'm insane.
I disagree with you on this.
Well, I'm crazy. Don't give me a gun and you're breaking into things. I'll probably shoot you.
I just feel sorry for that poor woman who was killed. She didn't need to be killed.
I don't really
There
feel
was no
sorry
reason.
for her.
How could you not, though? She
I
was
feel
innocent.
no remorse.
Okay.
Well, you know, you're
All right.
breaking into things. I mean, what do you think is going to happen?
But
Breaking into my home,
whatever,
I'm going to
whatever.
shoot you in the head too.
It's different when you come
Breaking
to my home.
in
I'll
and,
shoot your ass too.
I'm going to give you a warning. I'm going to say, hey, don't come in here. If you stick your head in here again, I'm just going to unload in your face.
That's right. Never fire a warning shot if you're
Yeah.
in a situation like
I'm
that.
just going to
Go
shoot
right-
someone.
Right. But again, I disagree with you on this Capitol.
Oh, of course you do. I'm just a little crazy. That's just the way I do it, you know. Break into my house, shoot you in the face.
Yes, house. I agree with you 1,000%. House, yes. You come in my house, you will face the head popper.
Yeah. I'm just saying I don't really feel bad, to be honest. Honestly, you know, I know you think that sounds horrible, but I don't give a shit if she died.
Listen, man, the way I see it,
I'm a gangster, Mike. I don't give a shit.
Are you a gang banger?
No.
Gang raper?
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, of course.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not? Sure. That sounds cool. No, I just don't give a shit.
I look, all I'm saying,
I'm laced with apathy, Mike. I'm sorry. I'm jaded.
All I'm saying, all those pieces of shit from BLM who rioted in 2020.
Well, they deserve to get shot too, Mike, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying.
No, they should have been shot.
Those people got away with murder.
I would have shot their ass too.
The people at the Capitol who were protesting against a fixed election.
This is why I'm not a cop, Mike. You know, I would have been shooting all kinds of people. Yeah.
I can't. It
I
bothers
would.
me too much to
I'm
know
nuts.
that this woman was killed and all the other BLM pieces of shit that rioted and killed people.
Well, Mike, if it makes you feel better,
they're out running around.
Mike, if it makes you feel better, I would have shot all the rioters too, to be honest.
I would have too, because they were causing problems.
They
were criminals.
I agree.
But the people in January, for January 6th, they haven't even got a fucking trial yet. They're sitting at, some of them are in solitary confinement. They have not even gotten a trial, Michael.
Well, that's not good. Well, I don't agree with that part.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they broke into the Capitol. That was wrong. I don't support that one bit. Not one bit. I don't. But at the same time, I don't think anybody should have been killed. Not one person was armed. Nobody got killed. Not one cop got killed that day. You know, balance it out. BLM, Antifa, they break, kill, and hurt people. January 6th was not an insurrection. Donald Trump did not do that. Anyway, I don't want to get off track here.
No worries, Mike. This is why you don't bring anything to a gunfight. You know, you got to keep yourself armed. You never know if you have a cop to shoot or a protester to shoot or your neighbor. You never know. Got to pack heat.
I pack it, brother. My Smith & Wesson says so.
All I'm saying is better you than me. It's all about survival, Mike.
Okay. Let me get my composure back. Where are we?
That's what happened. Play around and, you know, that's what happens. That's what happens. You find out the hard way. It's all fun and games until you get shot. All fun and games. Until your brain is hanging out of your head. Then it becomes real. So yes, number 2, Mike, Dr. Fauci.
Yes, sir. I saw him.
Dr. Fauci. And what can I say that hasn't already been said about our friend, Dr. Fauci? What can I say? If anyone deserves number 2 or number 1, it's this man for his crimes against humanity. And, you know,
and the fact that they were making money on it.
That's right.
What a disgusting
POS.
insult. Yeah, that too.
He should be charged for his crimes, I'm telling you.
Sickening.
It is. And he got away with it. And he's going to get away with it. He got away with it with AIDS.
That's right. Yeah, back in the 80s. Yep.
He is a horrible man.
He is, and the fact that he has had this job at such a high position in the White House, or I should say in the government, is sickening.
It is.
This is a guy who was telling people back in the 80s, you can't talk to anybody who has AIDS because you can catch it. Make sure you stand far away from them and don't touch them or get near them because you can get infected by AIDS. So this is, I mean, I know we all make mistakes sometimes if we don't know what we're dealing with, but for crying out loud, how does he still have a job? Oh, you don't need a mask. Oh, you need 3 masks. Oh, the shots are going to help you. Oh, they might help you. Whatever.
Yes, he was very inconsistent, no doubt. And I believe Anthony Fauci is an evil man. And Anthony Fauci said recently he has no idea what Elon Musk is talking about after the Twitter chief threatened to release the Fauci files. So Elon Musk is, telling him he needs to watch his 6 because he's going to drop all the info on Dr. Fauci. And I hope he does.
And it's amazing, Michael, how these politicians and these people in high positions, they just lie through their fucking teeth.
That's right.
That's
what we're finding out thanks to Elon Musk releasing lots of files, the so-called Twitter files that reveal how lots of journalists and politicians were wiped away early on to be basically silenced and, made to look like a fool. And Twitter happily went along with what the government wanted.
Yep. Google and YouTube and other people.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, but Mike, you have to remember it was also Fox News, MSN, NBC, MSN, CNN. They all took millions of dollars to show these advertisements by the government, like pandering for the vaccine. All these networks took the money. All the ones that were totally against it, or they claim, Fox, they claimed they were against it, but they happily took all this money.
I don't know. It's unbelievable.
It's pretty crazy.
Sure is.
It's pretty wild what happened. I mean, if you still have trouble believing that our own government would do something like this, Mike, this should sort of get rid of that notion in your head.
No, I'm at the point where I have no faith in my government anymore.
Well, you shouldn't. I mean, you should have never believed any of these so-called official narratives about anything. They lie to you, Mike. They've been lying since the beginning.
I know, and I realize what you're saying, but don't forget, there was 4 years in my life when I voted for Trump. I voted for the man because he was not a politician, and I felt good for 4 years knowing that the corrupt deep state was being exposed little by little. And before that, I was as miserable as I am now.
They're all in on it, Mike, no matter who.
You're right.
I mean, even Trump is responsible for creating Operation Warp Speed. Not him solely, but his administration helped push
I understand
weapon.
that. I understand that.
He can't be trusted.
The way I see it was that we were all nervous. Look, we were all scared.
Sure.
And what he did to get that vaccine through, here I can only speak for myself.
But he was
Michael,
misled, though, in my opinion. I think he was.
I was about to say he was misled.
I think he was.
We can go on and on with this, but fucking politicians, man, I really hate them.
That's the way this whole game works. It's sad.
It is.
Yeah. Oh yes. Oh my God, yes. But yes, Dr. Fauci, we got to get rid of him. Let's definitely flush him down the drain in 2023. Let's hope that he gets his comeuppance, as they say.
I was just going to say his comeuppance.
There you go. Very nice. Very
flushed.
Very nice. Yes, flush down the drain. Indeed.
We wanted to forget you and your cunt face.
We definitely want to forget him and his cunt face. That's true. So number one, who do you got, Mike?
Dr. Falcon.
Dr. Falcon.
Number two.
Number two.
President Andre Manuel Lopez Obrador.
Whoa.
Mexican president.
Any reason for that, Mike?
Yes, he's going to be executed.
You think the cartel's going to kill him?
Without a doubt.
Well, that's a pretty good prediction there.
I think, I mean, for those of you who may not know, and I strongly urge you to look it up online right now, there's a war that is taking place at the border right now between the cartel and the Mexican army. And as a matter of fact, our ridiculous president is down, I think today was down there, possibly yesterday, I can't remember. But who those of you who don't know, Michael, help me out here. Who is the drug lord again? Chopin?
El Chapo.
Chopin.
Well, yeah.
Chopin.
Well, whoever that is.
That's the great Chinese composer from many years ago.
My God.
Yes, Chapo's son has been arrested.
Right.
And the cartel wanted to stage something where they were going to bring the son to the government, thus making them look like they were doing a good thing and bring them out of a bad light. So there's this big war going on between the Mexican army and the Mexican drug cartel. And I'll tell you one thing, guys, if you don't think this is a serious deal, think again. This is going to affect our country. It is going to be they're shooting at planes, airplanes. They are shooting at airplanes and helicopters on the airport tariffs, whatever they call them. Yeah, look it up. Look it up. Mexican cartel versus the Mexican army. Look it up on YouTube. You will be amazed what's happening right now. We are in a world of shit, my friends. We're doomed.
I've been hearing that for a long time, that we're doomed. I've been waiting for this day my entire life.
Chopin was not Polish. He was Chinese.
I'm waiting for the end times. Hurry up. I'm out of patience here.
Hurry up.
Yeah, hurry the hell up. Jesus. Hurry the hell up. So, Mike, my number one. Are you ready for this?
I am ready, buddy.
It's not exactly my number one, but it's what the people wanted. Are you ready?
People wanted. All right.
Joe Biden. Number one.
Yep.
I mean, well, what can I say? Again, what can I say that hasn't been said about our president, Joe Biden? Joseph Biden. Our fearless
leader.
Our fearless leader, Joseph Biden. I mean, come on.
Yep. He was my he was on my list.
I think it was on my list too.
I think, yeah, where is it?
But everyone, all the listeners out there, they really wanted him to be number one again.
Yep.
So there you go. You got what you wanted.
Yikes.
You got what you wanted. So, Mike, that was my number one.
Ready? Drum roll, please.
We could talk for hours on Joseph Biden, but let's not go there. And of course, yes, you're number one, Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nancy Pelosi.
I had a feeling you were going to say that.
And I'll tell you why. Here's what I think. She's stepping down as speaker. She's going to find that she misses her job, and she's going to trip on an orange peel, break her hip, and die of an infection.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty descriptive. That's pretty descriptive. Okay.
Or somebody's going to break into the house and hit her in the head with a hammer.
Well, yeah, I could see that happening too. I could see a lot of these things happening, Mike.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty good pick there, Mike.
Thank you.
The Wicked Witch of the West.
Folks.
That is it, folks. And now
that is it.
We do have the bonus picks really quickly here.
Oh.
Yeah, we got some bonus picks here for everyone to see. And These are again, these are mostly listener submitted, but they're not.
Are you?
They didn't make
Are you,
like top 10
I'm
stuff
sorry.
though.
Go ahead, Michael.
I'm just saying they didn't make like top sort of 10 list or anything, but these are just extra bonus picks from listeners. And right now I have one up right now. Lizzo.
What? Hang on, before you go on, I was going to ask you a question. Are you going to write these down? Should we keep a note on these?
These are saved already.
Okay, all right, just making sure.
Yeah, all good. So yes, Lizzo, another.
Oh, she's gonna die.
She's a female singer. I don't know. I don't know if she's a rapper. I don't know. I couldn't name I can't name not one song of hers. I've never heard of her music. I've avoided listening to anything with this woman on it. I only know of her through proxy, and from what I've gathered, she's a mess.
Oh my God! Look at those claws on her hands.
So yes, this is our friend Lizzo.
Lizzo, nice dress.
Many
You're
people
like in the
believe
special ed class.
yes, and many believe she is gonna die in 2023.
Of course.
But again, I don't know.
Diabetes.
I don't know a goddamn thing about this woman.
Never heard of her.
I can't name one song. I guess I've been living under a rock.
Mm-hmm.
But I evidently a lot of you out there think she's gonna die. So there you go, Lizzo.
God damn.
Well, that's Lizzo.
What a horrific outfit.
I was gonna say we should fire up one of her songs, but that would get us probably knocked off.
Really?
Probably.
Why so?
I guess she's a popular artist.
Is she now?
Yeah, well, that's what they tell me.
Yeah, I've got all her records.
Me too.
One hot two moly says, "Now I'm craving a box of chocolates."
Well, hopefully you get those chocolates ready.
You better not eat them around her. She'll steal them and break your neck.
But yes,
or not in that order.
Lizzo. Again, I don't know anything about this woman except that people want her dead, evidently.
Whew.
Yeah,
keep her away from the supermarket. She'll buy everything in sight.
And our next bonus pick, Mike, is your old friend.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Here's a photograph of him now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to ask.
Here's Mike's former best friend, Mr. Michael Graves.
Oh my goodness!
There he is. Again, no hate. No hate in my heart on any of these people. Some listeners, however, they mentioned Michael Graves a few times, leading me to add him to the bonus picks.
Really?
That's pretty funny, Mike.
Yeah, make sure people know it was not me that brought him up.
Yeah, it wasn't Mike. It was a list. It was multiple listeners who brought up Michael Graves. And again, wow. Graves was very nice to me back when I ran into him in 2012.
Yeah, he's like that.
But again, I don't know him personally. He doesn't know me personally. I know that doesn't mean anything. And, I called him slightly dumb before.
Did you know?
Yeah, he said he was kind of an idiot, but I didn't, I was just joking around.
Well, you're not far off.
Ooh. Ooh, Mike.
I didn't say that. I was talking about our singer in the dress.
Well, people change. Maybe he's changed his ways, Mike. Maybe he's no longer the same guy he was many moons ago when you had your run-in with the man.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. It's been more than 10 years at this point. I really don't care anything about what he does or has to say. Really
what if we brought him on here and you talked to him?
You could do whatever you want, man. It's your show. But I mean,
do you think he would actually be on the show to talk to you?
I doubt it. I think if he would have, first of all, you'd be lucky if you had a confirmation that he would actually do the show, because he would say he would do it and just not show up.
That's probably true.
That's the kind of circumstances that I dealt with him, and that's why I just don't have any care for him anymore.
I hear you. But what if he's a changed man, Mike? And, you know, he came
If
on
he's a-
here and he's just like, you know, Mike, I'm sorry that I was kind of a douche.
That's
Blah,
a
blah,
different
blah.
story.
Would you accept
If
his apology if he did apologize to you?
I'd have to know that he was sincere.
What if he was being sincere, though? Would that change your mind?
Of course, listen, man. I'm all about giving a person a second chance. But if you fuck me over a third time, then you're off the list.
I hear
But
you.
I'm
Okay.
willing. Anybody, like I told you before, I was willing to talk to Paul again, only because I felt 10 years had passed. Let's move on. But he's not into it. So like
Oh,
he
okay.
even said,
All right.
like, F Mike and
Ooh.
meaning me, and I don't want to talk to him, and he dug his own grave and that sort of thing. So hey, fuck it.
He dug his own grave. Pretty funny.
So what can I say?
Okay. Well, that's fair enough.
But just to answer your question, yeah, if somebody were to apologize to me based on the instances of, or I should say the occurrences that happened between him and I, let me be more specific. I'm talking about him, all right, Michael. I'm willing to let bygones be bygones if I were to have an apology made to me.
Okay. Fair enough.
Fair enough, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't
Okay,
think
that's
that's saying
reasonable.
too much.
That's reasonable.
Right? Yeah.
No, that's reasonable. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next bonus pick, Jimmy Kimmel, by the way.
Hmm.
A lot of people don't
He
like
was-
him.
He was on. Oh, what in the world is going on? He was on your list. I think he was number 10
Yeah, he was.
in December.
Some people just like adding him. So, there you go. And of course, the next bonus pick is Fat Mike. No effects.
From No Effect. Now, I know you don't like him, but does somebody else not like him?
Other people despise him too.
Is that so?
I did not know that, but yes, that photo of this homeless-looking gentleman is right here underneath the logo. If you could look closely next to Ray Charles.
I have to see the picture. I have to wait till it comes up.
Yeah, it's loading up, but yeah, Fat Mike, no offense.
That's Mike?
That's him.
Wow. I guess he got old.
He sure did.
I
He
remember
sure did.
seeing him in a much different light when I met him in Denmark.
Oh yes, and of course, next pick, Mike, is Dana White.
Dana White. Why do I not know who that is?
Dana White. Yes, you wouldn't know who that is. He is the president of the UFC. And, I can't even believe it. This man was caught on video slapping his wife at a nightclub in Mexico.
That's the guy
Pretty
in between
outrageous.
the two bald heads, right?
Yes, with the bald head there. And it's outrageous, Mike, this man, he's making so much money and he's under the public eye at all times. You shouldn't be behaving like this.
Oh, he smacked that bitch.
That's his wife.
Nice. Where was
Not
that,
a
do you
good
know?
move. It's a nightclub in Mexico, Mike.
Ah. Were they picking up fentanyl?
I don't know what they were doing, but Mike, it's never a good idea to, strike a woman ever.
In public.
I mean, it's just, well, I guess so, but I mean, it's not a good look. It's not a good look.
No, yeah, you got to do it in private.
I mean, if you have all this money, I mean, you'd kind of kiss it goodbye. And that's exactly what happened. He was going to have this show come out, and that's axed now.
Wow. Bang.
That is not good.
Look at that. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, if you go on whatever rant you're thinking about going on, Mike, it's not going to end well for you either. People are going to really hate you. You're going to lose all your listeners.
That's why I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, I would just stay quiet if I were you.
I'm going to stay quiet.
Yeah, just stay quiet. Which is exactly what I think Dana White should have done. You know, I don't think he should have hit his wife back. I think he should have just got the hell out of there.
Yeah,
Um,
especially when you're a man of that profile.
that's what I'm saying. If you have that much money, Mike, you know, it's like, don't fight with any woman. Just get the hell out of that situation, because it's, no matter what, you're never gonna look good. It's always gonna make you look awful. It's gonna make you look worse than Jeffrey Epstein. So that's why I'm like, yo, if you have this much money and you're making that, and you're in this position, it's like, come on, don't even do that. You're gonna screw yourself up big time.
How long ago was this footage shot? Do you know?
I believe this was on New Year's. So, you know, they were both drunk as shit, you know what I'm saying? They were both.
God.
I feel like they probably do hit each other in private. I don't think it was the first time this happened.
You know, not for nothing, but she's at fault too. She shouldn't have hit him.
Of course,
And
they
if
shouldn't
she
be.
really had a problem,
They
like,
shouldn't.
just get the fuck out. Leave.
That's exactly. They shouldn't be behaving like this. Is
Of course.
first and foremost.
These are people in the limelight. They don't need to make themselves look.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. If again,
You get it. You know what I'm talking
yes,
about.
if you're in this position, it's just, you're never gonna come out looking good. No apology is gonna save your ass. You're pretty much done. Whether we agree or disagree with it or any of this, it doesn't matter. I mean, your all your opportunities are just flushed away when this footage of you is watched by anyone. That's the crazy thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's life.
Love.
You should have avoided it. That's all I could say.
The sanctity of marriage.
Under the public eye at all times, you keep your hands to yourself. You keep making that
Mhm.
money as long as you can, and don't screw it up. And
That's right. But
Oof.
I have to say this in response to that very comment. There is a threshold, and a smack is one thing, but when a woman starts coming at you, and I've had this happen to me, when a woman comes at you, swinging fists, kicking, punching, spitting, there has to be a line.
oh, of course.
And I've never hit a woman in my life.
It's just never a good idea. That's all I'm saying.
Right. And
You're
what I'm saying
always
is
gonna
that
look
there's got to be
like
a limit.
POS. That's the problem.
Two POSs, in my opinion.
Well, I agree. Yeah, they're both scumbags, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You
She should never have hit him.
You shouldn't be hitting your husband no matter what, and he shouldn't be hitting you either, no matter what.
Especially a big guy like that who's
he's a big guy compared to her. So,
a former
not
fighter
cool.
too, right?
No, he's never a fighter.
Oh no.
Well, that slap looked like a really weak sort of slap in my. That was kind of a pussy slap in my opinion.
I thought he was just being like gentle when he slapped her.
It wasn't really that hard of a slap either, but again, it's still you don't come across very, you don't come across as a good human being when that shit is out there. You doing that to the mother of your children,
Right.
Yeah, that's a whole nother ball game there, man. And you know what's funny is Dana White, the guy you're seeing slapping his wife, he was actually promoting something that there was going to be a thing on TBS, this network, called Dana White's Power Slap League. You can't write this. Can you believe it? This guy. My God. Can you believe it? This guy actually he was actually promoting a Power Slap League, and then you get caught power slapping your wife. Oh, yeah. Man.
More like a pussy slap.
And we wanted to forget you and your cunt face.
Happy husband, happy life. That's what Lilith says. So yeah, TBS already has canceled the programming that was set to launch January 11th.
Is that so?
Can you believe it? All that money he pissed away because of his wife, because he slapped the taste out of his wife's mouth. Jesus Christ. I mean, Mike, I just, and you know what, Mike? I don't feel sorry for people that do this. Because, you know, all these people, they get all these opportunities to make millions of dollars and they piss it all away. So am I supposed to feel sorry or feel bad for you? No, I don't. Hell no, I don't feel bad for you at all. I hope you die in the street. That's how I feel.
And if you do, let's make sure we get your name on the
Yeah.
celebrity death pool so that one of us wins.
And yeah, I am bitter. I'm always going to be bitter for all these people that get all these opportunities and do what he did,
Yep.
So, screw him. I hope all the worst things happen in life to him. Not because of what he did, but because of the opportunity that he screwed up. That's how my mind works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a scumbag. But he always was one. And even his own mother had done interviews talking about how much of a scumbag her son was.
Is that so?
Yeah, and this was years ago. So now all these journalists are pulling up this old interview with his mom, June White, who talks about what a piece of shit her own son is.
Yikes. It's like the Kardashians.
Yeah, so, this situation, I don't know how much worse it can get, but it's all down the drain. And yes, the power slap is stupid anyways, Renee, I agree. The whole slapping thing is retarded. They were doing this whole sort of league, Mike, where you just stand there and you slap the other person until someone drops.
Oh,
How retarded is that?
well, I'll tell you. In when was it? 1995. I was with a couple friends of mine who showed me this performance art videotape, where there's all right, so the camera is focused on this guy, just basically a head in the image of the camera, and he proceeds to get slapped by someone, and it goes on like smack, 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 and this person is just smacking him, and it goes on for like, I'd say probably close to 5 minutes. His face is all red, and then she switches to the other side. It was just a performance art thing where to see how long you could go without.
Well, that sounds retarded.
Smacking somebody back.
Yeah, that sounds dumb.
That was crazy. I was amazed by that.
Yeah, some people like slapping. Some people collect stamps.
Some people slap their
some
wives.
People some people slap their wives. Good Lord. Good Lord. So, almost done here, folks. Almost done here. The next pick is Bam Margera, who, of course, we mentioned before many, many times. Bam, he said this past December, Bam Margera said he had a very scary incident where the man had 5 seizures and was pronounced dead at the hospital, Mike.
Who was pronounced? Wait, I'm confused.
Bam Margera, he's the guy from Jackass.
Okay, but who went to the hospital?
Bam Margera, the guy I'm talking about, Mike.
He did. Oh, okay, because you made it sound like somebody else went to the hospital.
Oh, no. No.
So go on.
Yeah, so, this guy, he also was dealing with COVID recently, and he wasn't doing very well. And from what I recall reading, he couldn't breathe without the tube down his throat. And the man has 6 lives, like a cat.
6 lives?
Yeah, will he make it through 2023, folks? I don't know. But many of you out there think he might.
Lives?
Or 9 lives. 6 lives, 9 lives. The guy, he's died many times. I've counted those. So I think he has 6 lives left, Mike.
Okay. I was like 6 lives.
Yeah, he's he's done some things. He's down to 6. So yeah, many listeners out there don't think he's gonna survive. I hope he can survive though. I kind of like that sort of journey where you become famous and then you do heroin and then you make it out alive. I like the whole redemption sort of thing. It's a very romantic, I guess.
Sounds like my story.
Yeah, there you go. I hope the guy can survive, though. I truly do, but we'll find out. I don't really care for him, but I don't want anyone to die. In all actuality, except Anthony Kiedis.
Oh, jeez.
And
Here we
Billy
go.
Joe Armstrong. Well, never mind. I take it back. There's a lot of people that I want dead. Never mind. See what happens, Mike? I try to be nice, and then I just go back to...
Can't escape
I can't
the true
escape.
meaning.
That's true. I can't escape
of
my...
your hatred.
Yeah, I can't escape my own essence. So yes, one more bonus pick here.
One more.
One more. Uno más, as they say in Spanish. One more. One more. And of course, that would be our boy Phil Baroni, a former mixed martial artist.
No, I really don't know that guy.
Yeah, you wouldn't know who he is, Mike. You wouldn't know who he is, but he did make the list. And let me explain why. Let me explain why. And Phil Baroni is actually next to Chris D'Elia, where it says Death Pool, where the letter A is. Look up and you'll see Phil Baroni's face. And, you know, I grew up watching this guy fight. He's always been on the needle, meaning he's always been on steroids. The guy was close friends to another fighter named War Machine, who's doing life in prison right now for nearly killing his porn star girlfriend, Christy Mack, who has me blocked on Twitter, by the way. I have no idea why. Probably deserved. But yes, so our friend Phil Baroni had his day in the sun. He was always pretty one-dimensional, but always an exciting fighter. Nonetheless, now I'm learning that this man is in deep shit. He's been accused of killing his girlfriend in Mexico, by the way.
My.
Yeah, Baroni, 46 years old, and you know he retired from fighting. He wanted to get away for a while, get away from the United States. So he went to Mexico, and well, you know, he beat the living shit out of his girlfriend, I guess.
Wow.
He claims he didn't do it, but you know,
Did he slap her to death?
I think he punched her to death because his fists were
Okay.
bright red in photographs.
Oh my, that's terrible.
Yeah, but Baroni told police that the two had been arguing around 3 p.m. after he had been smoking marijuana and drinking beer. And Paola revealed having cheated on him.
Oh boy.
So Baroni told police he ordered her to take a shower and forcefully threw her in it when she refused. She then hit her head and slipped, further injuring herself. And he said that she asked him for cigarettes and beer. And he helped her onto bed. And when he came back, he found her non-responsive. He thought she was asleep. But he tried waking her up and she did not respond. So now Baroni is in deep shit and probably going to do some time.
Was that a result of her falling? Did she hit her head or something?
He claims she hit her head.
Oh, okay.
But again, his fists tell a different story. They were bright red.
And what about her body? Like, did
Her
she
body
have bruises
was
on her body?
Yes,
from
her body was bruised up. Her face was all bloody. So I think he beat the shit out of her.
And that's the guy next to Elon Musk?
Yes. In the
Beard,
middle.
right?
Mm-hmm.
The floating head.
The floating head. Which isn't exactly a floating head. There's actually a person right there.
Is it?
Who I forget who it was originally. But yes, those were our bonus picks. And, you know, we can go all night adding more and more people. But, Mike, we are pretty much done here.
Oh.
That pretty much concludes tonight's 2023 Celebrity Death Pool final round. I hope you guys liked that one as much as I did. Ladies, we hope you enjoyed it. That was a lot of fun, and this segment is amazing, by the way.
It certainly was.
It really is. First-time listeners out there, thanks for putting up with us. We hope you stick around. Please subscribe to the channel. Take us on the road with you. Just search Michael Decon wherever you listen to podcasts, and we shall appear. And, of course, if you say my name 3 times...
In the mirror.
I'll show it for you.
Satan.
That's right. Yeah, just say my name 3 times in the dark and there I'll be. Once again, special thanks to those on the underground. You know who you are. And special thanks to Mike, once again, for doing this. And Mike, go ahead, plug away.
Well, thank you. First and foremost, thank you everyone for listening tonight. both live and podcast.
Right.
Thank you, Michael, as always. Love doing the show. And if you're interested in my autobiography, you can stop. I'm never going to get through this if you keep doing that. If you're interested in my book, King of an Empire, The Shoes of a Misfit, the revision, the third revision, you can get it at my website, which is MikeHideous.com. Limited copies only. And with that being said, F you.
That's a great way to end it. Very nice. Well, Mike, once again, thank you for pressing play and looking at the screen in front of you, looking at the chat room and all that jazz. It was a great time. It was a fun time. I'll see you on the other side, Mike.
All right, brother. Thank you, everyone. Michael, I'll talk to you soon, buddy.
You got it. Take care.
Ciao.
And there he goes, boys and girls. That was our friend and co-host, Mr. Mike Hideous. Yeah. That was wild. It was amazing.
It's amazing. It's amazing. The Michael Decon program. Is the embassy.
That was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that one as much as I did. And there you go, boys and girls. We appreciate you for pressing play. We hope you all survive 2023 and make it through the year. And at this point, it's all about survival. Keep your head above water, boys. 2023, I sense, will be the year of absolute chaos, so brace yourselves for another nightmare ride, as they say. And yeah, special thanks to all of you out there who did press play, those of you in the chat room. Much respect to all of you. It's been fun, it really has been. I had a great time. I hope you guys had a great time. I really do. Much respect to the international listeners who are hanging out with us. And of course, all of you in America for hanging out with us too. I'm Michael Decon, signing off from the wastelands of California. I wish you the best no matter where you are on this island Earth. And with that said, the world is a mysterious place, and life itself is a mystery. Until next time, good night, everybody.